Hello, my dear family members. If you are preparing for Cognizant GENC or GENC Next interview, then this video is for you. Why? Because we have got the latest experience from the candidates who has given the interview on 7th of October 2025. So if you are looking for the recent interview experience, then this video is for you only. Okay. So now let me discuss about the questions and the patterns, difficulties, whatever they have asked. I'll discuss in this video, okay, with answers. So let me discuss about those. Just before that, guys, one request to you: please make sure that you are subscribing this channel or watching the playlist of Accenture, Cognizant, Capgemini, or any company that you want, and let me know which content do you want more. Okay, now let me discuss about the questions they have asked. Very honestly, guys, the candidate has been facing these type of questions like find if a string has vowels or not. Okay, at first you have to know, from your common sense, you have to know. You will be asked about your intro, then about your project. Okay, then only they'll switch to the coding questions, aptitude questions, and puzzle questions. And this is the pattern. And the difficulty is, let's say difficulty is medium, not fully easy. Why? Because they are asking random aptitude questions, random puzzle questions, but there is some trick, there is some common questions. I'll share those, just wait. Okay, so these type of questions at first, if you are facing, then how to answer? At first, tell them about the logic, about the syntax, about the background of that problem, then only start solving the problem in the compiler. Okay, so you have to write in your preferred language. Let's say if you are from cluster 1, then they will ask you to write the code in Java only. And if you are from cluster 2, then only you are allowed to write the code in Python. And for cluster 3, C# is the preferred language automatically. You don't have to choose. They'll not ask you to write the code in any other language. That's why you have to be prepared for that. Okay, now if you are from Java, then start solving in Java, right? So they'll show you one compiler where there is no auto suggestions are there. Okay, you have to write from the scratch. So please have that mentality. Okay, now Java, I have written the code in JavaScript. It's like almost same. Just wait. Okay, so you have to use the regex regular expression to solve this query, and this is the one way. Now you can explain about the other ways to the interviewer as well. So let them know about your proficiency in coding, your knowledge in the depthness of in the coding. Okay, so please let them know all the approaches, all the syntax possible, logics possible, then start solving the problem in the compiler. It will impact good. Okay, so you can show this code. Okay, return this is the compile regular expression you can use, and dot test method which will enable you to test this str. Okay, so the strs are provided here, like you can see Cognizant. So here you will find O is present, I is present, so these are vowel, so that's why it will throw true. Okay, so just explain all the syntaxes you are using, all the keywords you are using, like why you are using dot test method, why you are using console.log, why not print, etc, etc. So you can explain all of those. Okay, the next problem the candidate was asked about printing star. Okay, and one candidate has been facing only 15 to 20 minutes of interview, so you can have that mentality. Okay, now the candidate has been facing this type of problem like printing star. Why they are asking these questions? Let's say Cognizant has clients like Amazon, Google. Okay, so if these type of product based companies are client at Cognizant, then you will be mapped to their project. Okay, you will be mapped, even if you are working in Cognizant, you will be mapped to Amazon, Google's project. Okay, that's why they're asking this type of questions, printing stars pattern. And not only star, you can be asked about number, digits, or alphabets, anything patterns. Okay, that can be trigonic, like trig that can be any patterns, like this pyramid pattern, reverse pyramid pattern, or anything circular or square pattern, etc, etc. Okay, so you have to be prepared for these type of questions. Now the next questions is Before we jump to the next question, guys, I want you to have the best prime materials available for interview preparations, which includes C++, Java, Python, DBMS, SQL coding questions, operating system, networking, machine learning, cloud computing, managerial questions, HR questions, puzzle questions, all are included. If you are preparing through these, then you don't have to prepare through other materials for interview. Okay, so please go through that. It will be very much helpful. This type of PDFs will be provided to you like these according to our materials. At first, you will see the questions and the template answers are provided below for most attractions. So these are the feedbacks of students provided below. So please go through that and please go through the link provided in the description box or in the comment section. It will be very much helpful for you. So I hope you will do so. Also, in these days, TCS, Accenture, Capgemini, and all other companies are hiring. So please go through topmentor.com/technology. It will be very much helpful if you are preparing through this, because all are bundled in one materials from the aptitude to interview preparations. So I hope you will go through that. Is actually one candidate has faced two coding questions and aptitude then puzzle questions, and I have shown two coding problems, and these were asked to one candidate, and the second candidate has faced this problem: print Fibonacci series up to n. So here's the recursion method. You can say about the approaches, how many approaches possible to print Fibonacci series up to n. That is, one is recursion or iterative methods, and there can be another methods as well. So you can explain about those and start solving in any one approach. Okay, and also let them know about the time complexities and space complexities, and also explain the syntaxes, etc, etc. Okay, I hope you understood. The next question was from bubble sort. Okay, so if they ask you, so sorting methods are very important. They will ask you to directly explain about the any specific sorting method, or they will ask you to explain any sorting method this way. Okay, like can you please explain any sorting method? Okay, so this way, if they're asking bubble sort, then you have to answer this way, like bubble sort repeatedly swaps adjacent elements if they are in the wrong order. Okay, and you have to tell about the scenario, like where bubble sorts are best to use and where it's not, it's should not be used. Okay, and then after explaining the logic syntaxes, then you have to explain about the time complexity as well. Like let's say this is the array, and at first we have to run a for loop from 0th index to length, array length. Okay, and then we have to run another for loop, which is nested for loop. We have to run this for loop up to array length minus I minus 1. Okay, and then we have to check if this current element array j is greater than array j plus 1. If array j plus if this is greater, then swap their positions 5 to 3, 3 to 5. Okay, this way. And in the next loop, 5 should be here, right? 5 should be here. Then it will check again, 5 is greater than 8. No, so it will simply skip that and will go to the next iterations. So it will check if 8 is greater than 4. If yes, then it will swap their positions, right? So I hope you understood. Now after that we will print the array, nothing else. And this is the time complexity for worst case scenario, for average case scenario, for best case scenario. Okay, and the next question is explain time complexity for insertion sort. So if they have asked you these questions, then that means you have to answer fully: best case scenario, average case scenario, worst case scenario, and space complexity as well you have to tell. And also you have to explain the advantages and disadvantages of insertion sort. Where do we mainly use insertion sort? Okay, guys, this is a quick question for you. Where do we use insertion sort in real time scenario? Please give the answer in the comment section, guys. The next question was from actually aptitude. What are the best and most important chapters for aptitude to prepare? That is percentage and profit and loss, then ratio and proportions, time, distance, speed, and time and work, ages and averages, simple and compound interest, permutation and combination, probability, number series and simplifications, and logical reasoning and data interpretations. These are the most hot topic for interview. So please have a mindset that you will be asked questions from these chapters and you will give the answers. Okay, so I hope you will prepare accordingly. Now let me discuss about the puzzle questions you may face and the candidate has faced already. So this is the first question, that is, let's say three valves and three switches. You are being asked these questions. You have a closed room. There is a closed room with three lights bulb inside. You have a closed room containing three lights bulbs outside the room. There are three switches, each connected to exactly one bulb, but you don't know the mapping. You can toggle the switches in any way before entering the room. You may open the door and enter the room only once. Once inside, you cannot touch the switches again. You can only observe the bulbs. So if this is the scenario, how can you determine which switch controls which bulb in a single visit? How can you know that? So you have to answer in such a way so that the interviewer will be satisfied. Let's say if you don't know, at first think a little, ask for time, 1 minute, then explain the answer. Let's say if you don't know what's the answer, at least try to explain something that you, according to you, this should be the approach, this should be the approach. Never be silent in this scenario. Okay, they are like analyzing your analytical brain, cognitive brain. So please answer anything. Okay, I mean, at least a logical answer. Okay, so now let me answer the question, guys. Let's say how to match three switches to three light bulbs. Let's say these are the switches and these are the bulbs available at inside, right? These are inside, you don't know, you are not seeing directly. Okay, these are in the inside the room, only these are visible at the outside. Now if you switched on this switch, okay, you turned it on. Now wait for 5 to 10 minutes, then turn off the switch and turn on this switch. Okay, turn on this switch. Let's say when you turned on this switch, for 5 to 10 minutes you have waited. That means the bulb is now warmed, right? It should be hot, it should be hot, even if it is turned off, but it should be hot. Now when you have turned on this switch, let's say this is lighting. Okay, this is lighting. Now you can easily recognize if this bulb is hot, then the corresponding switch is this middle one. If this is currently turned on, then this switch is correspond to this bulb, and this one we have not done anything, so this is the corresponding to this bulb, right? So this way you can answer. Okay, now the next question is this water and jug problem. This is very common and very repeated questions for upcoming interviews, so please give the answer. Let's say we have two water jugs, one measures 4 gallons while the other measures 9 gallons, but there is no measuring level mentioned on either of these two jugs. That is, we cannot know the exact amount filled in the jug. How can we measure 1 gallon, 2 gallon, 3 gallon, or 9 gallon, 4 gallon, 5 gallon, 6 gallon, etc, etc, etc? How can you do that? See, there's a hint that you can transfer water from 4 gallon to 9 gallon jug and 9 gallon to 4 gallon jug anytime, and huge amount of waters are available. Okay, so you can now answer. So please pause the video and try to give the answer. I hope you have paused. Let me give the answer. The answer is, let's say if you are looking for 1 gallon, how can you answer? Let's say this is 4 gallon. If you have fulfilled water in 9 gallon, then you are transferring water here, water from 9 gallon to 4 gallon. So it is 4 gallon. You just emit all the water, and again it is now empty. Again you are now transferring water from here. So here total 5 gallons are remaining, right? So again 4 gallon are you are transferring here. Now only 1 gallon should be remained here, right? So you got 1 gallon. Now how can you find 2 gallon? Let me just answer. Okay, I'm giving you a quick question for you guys. How can you find 2 gallon? How can you measure 2 gallon of water using this method? I'm answering for 3 gallons. Okay, how can you find 3 gallons? Let's say this is 9 gallon, right? Okay, it is now empty, and you are fulfilling 4 gallon jug and transferring water from 4 gallon to 9 gallon. So it is now 4 gallon and it is now empty. Again you fulfilled water and you are transferring water from here. It is now 8 gallon, right? And now it is now 8 gallon and it is empty now. Again again you fulfilled water and you are transferring water from here to here. It is already 8 gallon and its capacity is 9 gallon, so it's only able to have 1 gallon more. So if you transfer 1 gallon here, then only 3 gallons will be left here. So this way you find 3 gallons. Now guys, please give me the answer for 2 gallon, 4 gallon, 5 gallon, 6 gallon, 7 gallon, 8 gallon. So this is a very good question and very repeated puzzle questions. If you are setting for any product based company or Cognizant as well, in these days you will be asked, also for TCS you will be asked this type of puzzle questions. So please give the answer in the comment section guys. So I hope this video helped you a lot, and if you found this video helpful, then please subscribe this channel and watching the place. So I hope this video added value to your career guys. Please make sure that you are subscribing this channel and watching the playlist of Accenture, Cognizant, Capgemini or Deloitte or any company that you want, and let me know which content you want more. If you want me to upload more interview questions, if you want me to upload more updates about onboarding, etc, etc, and please let me know. I'll give importance to your comment, and at the end I'll again recommend you to have the prime materials of any company that you want, like Cognizant, Accenture, Capgemini. In this desk, Accenture, Capgemini, LTM Entry, all are hiring. So please refer the materials available at topmate.is/technology.uf. It will be very much helpful because thousands, more than thousands plus candidates have been already selected in this year. So please go through that. It will be very much helpful for you. So I hope you go through that. Thank you for today's session, guys.